Daily English context. You miss your connecting flight because of a delay, and the airline blames you.
Where are they? Oh, they're closed. It's gone. And the worst part, the airline agent looks at you and says it is entirely your mistake.
Suddenly, your English disappears. How do you defend yourself when a massive company blames you for something you did not do? Do not panic. By the end of this video, you will know the exact vocabulary to fight back and win.
Wait, you are seriously telling me that I am responsible for this? My first flight landed exactly 20 minutes ago. I sprinted across the entire airport like a crazy person. There is absolutely no way I could have caught that connecting plane.
Sir, the computer system shows you had plenty of time to make the connection. I am sorry, but it appears you simply walked too slowly to the gate. There is nothing I can do for you right now without charging a fee.
Wow, did she really just say that? Before we see what happens, let us learn some crucial vocabulary. First up, minimum connection time. This is the absolute shortest time the airport allows between flights. Anything less, and you are officially doomed.
Exactly! And if you miss it, you need them to rebook you. To rebook means they change your ticket and officially put you on a brand new flight. But hopefully, they do not make you pay for it yourself.
Exactly, George. And finally, everyone's favorite word, compensation. When an airline ruins your day, they owe you something to make it right. Compensation is the money or free food they give to apologize. Okay, let us jump back into the drama.
Excuse me, I really need some help. My flight from Madrid just landed, but the doors from my flight to London are already closed. I ran the whole way from Terminal B, but I missed it. Can you please help me?
Hello, sir. I can certainly take a look at your reservation. Please try to catch your breath. Could you hand me your passport and your original boarding pass, please? Let us see what exactly happened with your journey today.
Yes, of course. Here is my passport and the boarding pass. The first plane was sitting on the runway in Madrid for an hour because of a mechanical issue. We landed incredibly late, and I had to sprint here.
Oh, thank you. Let me pull up your itinerary on my screen. I see the flight to London here. Yes, unfortunately, that aircraft pushed back from the gate 5 minutes ago. I am afraid you have definitely missed that departure.
Okay, well, that is obviously incredibly frustrating. But since the delay was entirely your airline's mistake, I need you to rebook me on the next available flight to London. There must be another plane leaving sometime this afternoon, right?
Let me check the schedule. We do have another flight leaving for London in 3 hours. However, I cannot rebook you for free. My system shows your first flight landed at 2 o'clock, which gave you 45 minutes to connect.
Wait, you want me to pay for a new ticket? That is completely ridiculous. 45 minutes is not enough time to cross this massive airport when you arrive at the furthest possible gate. You cannot seriously be blaming me for this.
Did you catch that? George is getting really frustrated because the airline is trying to make him pay. This is the perfect moment for our next important vocabulary word. Watch how Jessica officially explains who is responsible for the missed flight.
Sir, please lower your voice. According to our official policy, 45 minutes is considered a legal connection. Because you had sufficient time on paper, the airline is not at fault for you missing the flight. You are at fault.
I am at fault? Are you actually joking right now? Your pilot announced that we were landing late. The flight attendants even told us to run. I am not paying a single penny for a mistake your mechanics made in Madrid.
I understand you are upset, but the computer system dictates the rules, not the pilot. The computer says you had enough time to walk between the gates. Therefore, the passenger is at fault, and a rebooking fee will apply today.
No, I completely refuse to accept that. I need to dispute this decision right now. If I walk at a normal human speed, it takes at least 30 minutes just to take the train between Terminal B and Terminal C.
Wait, did you just say Terminal B? Let me look closely at the arrival logs for your specific flight. Our planes from Madrid almost always arrive at Terminal C, which is just a 5-minute walk from the London departure gate.
Exactly! But we did not park at Terminal C today. We parked at the absolute end of Terminal B. I had to run down 3 huge hallways, take a crowded shuttle train, and go through a second security checkpoint.
Oh my goodness, you are entirely correct. The system notes here that your Madrid flight was diverted to Terminal B at the very last second because of gate congestion. I completely missed that detail on the first page of your file.
Pause right there. Could you handle this situation in English? George is doing an amazing job defending himself. He just used the verb to dispute, which means to argue that a decision is wrong. Let us see if he wins this argument.
So, if we landed at Terminal B instead of C, that changes the math, doesn't it? I want to dispute the idea that 45 minutes was enough time. There is no way I could physically make that connection in time.
You are absolutely right, sir. When a flight arrives at Terminal B and departs from Terminal C, the required connection time changes automatically. Let me just refresh the policy page to see the exact numbers for that specific terminal transfer.
Thank you. I appreciate you actually looking into this. I was running so fast, I thought my lungs were going to explode. I am definitely not an Olympic runner, and I was carrying a very heavy backpack the entire time.
Okay, the system just updated. The minimum connection time for a transfer between Terminal B and C is actually 60 minutes. Because you only had 45 minutes, your ticket did not meet the minimum connection time. You were doomed from the start.
Ha! Finally! So that officially means I am not the one who is at fault here, correct? Your computer system made a mistake by not calculating the terminal change, so now I need you to fix my travel plans immediately.
Yes, sir. I sincerely apologize for the misunderstanding. The airline is entirely at fault here. I am going to waive all fees and rebook you on the next flight to London, which leaves at 6 o'clock this evening. Is that acceptable?
Yes, 6 o'clock is perfectly fine. But since I have to wait here for another 4 hours because of your airline's mistake, we need to discuss something else. Am I eligible to receive some form of compensation for this massive delay?
Whew, very nicely done, George. He fought for the free ticket, but now he is bravely asking for compensation. Will Jessica actually give him anything extra, or will she just shut him down? Let us find out how this tense negotiation finally ends.
Absolutely, sir. Because the airline is at fault, you are entitled to compensation. I am printing a voucher for 30 euros that you can use at any restaurant in the airport. You can finally go grab a nice hot meal and relax.
Oh, thank goodness. I am absolutely starving after all that running. A hot meal and a cold beer sound like exactly what I need right now. Thank you for taking the time to actually investigate the terminal change for me.
You are very welcome, sir. I am sorry again for the initial confusion. Here is your new boarding pass, and here is your food voucher. Your new gate is D4, which is just a short, relaxing walk from here. No running required.
Ha! No running required. I love the sound of that. I will definitely walk as slowly as I possibly can to gate D4. Thanks again for all your help, Jessica. Have a wonderful rest of your shift today.
Thank you, George. Enjoy your meal and have a very safe and pleasant flight to London. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to ask one of our agents. Goodbye, and thank you for flying with us today.
What a brilliant ending! George stood his ground perfectly. Let us quickly review. First, the airline tried to say he was at fault, meaning he was responsible. But George decided to dispute that decision, meaning he argued strongly against it.
That is right. He proved his ticket did not meet the minimum connection time. Because the airline made the mistake, I was happy to rebook him on a new flight for free. That is how you handle customer service.
Absolutely! And because he knew his rights, he even scored some sweet compensation in the form of a free dinner voucher. Remember these 5 phrases next time you travel, and you will never be taken advantage of at the airport. Now it is your turn. Which word will you use first? A, to dispute, B, to rebook, or C, compensation? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Please like and subscribe. It really helps more language learners find these lessons. Goodbye.